Have you ever thought that just because you have a family history of arthritis or because you're getting older, that you're destined to have arthritis too, and that there's nothing you can do about it either before, during, or after? We're going to dive into that misconception right now. Welcome to Back Talk with Dr. Ryan. I'm Dr. Ryan Wohlfert, and on each episode, I address the most common questions and misconceptions about back pain and spinal health and help you strengthen your spine so you can BYOG, be your own guarantee for your health in your life. And today, we're going to talk about arthritis, specifically osteoarthritis. Now, osteoarthritis, and I might refer to it as OA for short, osteoarthritis, and it's a very common form of arthritis, and it's often called degenerative joint disease, or even in the spine, degenerative disc disease, and it's the wear and tear arthritis. Basically what that means is there's cartilage that is in between the bones that helps to lubricate and cushion the bone against each other where the bones connect. That's the joint. And with OA, osteoarthritis and degeneration, that cartilage breaks down and it can cause pain, can cause stiffness, can cause lack of mobility. And a lot of people, and you probably have even heard this, that it's because you're aging. It's a normal part of aging. It is and it isn't. And there's things that we do that can either accelerate it or slow it down and even prevent it in the first place and reverse it. These are lifestyle factors. And if it was just due to age, then every single joint of your body would have the same level of degeneration at the same time, because in general, every joint that you have, unless you've had it replaced, is the same age as any other joint. So that hopefully puts an image of, okay, you can do this. You can prevent it. You can slow it down. You can even reverse it by using different lifestyle factors. And what are the ones that we're talking about? Well, number one, there's your diet and nutrition. That has a huge role in your joint health, because whatever you're putting into your body is either building up the joints and that cartilage and the bones and the disc, or it can tear it down. So we want to make sure we're eating anti-inflammatory foods, organic products as much as possible. Organic produce, a good reference or resource is the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen, published by the EWG every year, ewg.org. And that gives you the Clean 15 are the vegetables in produce that if you had to choose ones that weren't organic, then choose those. The Dirty Dozen are the 12 that are most sprayed by pesticides and herbicides that you want to stay away from, and you want to, if you're going to eat those, then eat them organic. So organic, you want grass-fed, 100% grass-fed, grass-finished, free-range, pasture-raised, protein sources. You want wild-caught if you're eating fish, whether it's salmon or sardines. So those are the things that you want to load your body up with. And you want to avoid things like highly processed, or just in general processed, refined foods, carbs, sugar, gluten in wheat products. Because these, if you eat too much of those, if it's a staple of your diet with breads and pastas made of wheat and gluten, and even cookies, and I said breads, but those types of processed refined carbs damage your joints, causes more inflammation. So we want to reduce the inflammation, reduce the breakdown, lift up and include the raw materials that strengthen the spine. Obviously, we want healthy fats. We want to avoid processed, refined vegetable oils. We want to avoid cottonseed, safflower, sunflower type oils. Those are the ones that are commonly in those processed type foods. We want to avoid ultra processed and processed dairy and cheese, and we don't want that as a staple of our diet, because it just increases the inflammation of your body. Now, if you want just a list of foods, I created a strong spine food list to help be your own guarantee for your diet. It's listed in 5 basically levels. You want to stick to the top 2 levels. So if you want that list, I can provide that for you. Just type in list in the comments, and I'll make sure that you get that. Along the same lines of diet, nutrition, and what we put in our mouth is the supplements. The supplements that we take to help. Think about it like it's the maintenance program, all right, for your car. We want to help maintain it. We don't want to just rely on supplements. We want a healthy whole food diet and nutrition plan. But a lot of times to help rebuild the cartilage, rebuild and keep it healthy, we want the supplements, especially because the age that we live in, where it's hard to get all of our nutrients just from the foods that we eat. So things like glucosamine sulfate, MSM, collagen sources, a nice collagen peptides, curcumin, which is an active ingredient in turmeric. So those are great to support joint health and reduce inflammation. And they're the building blocks and provide the maintenance, like I said, for the cartilage. Now, again, I want to make sure you have the resources with this. So if you want, I created another resource. It's called Feel 20 Years Younger: How to Eliminate the Aches and Pains Associated with, these joint issues that we have without harmful drug side effects. You can have that too. I'll just type in 20 in the comments, and I'll make sure I send that to you. And forewarning, I have other guides I'm going to recommend for you. These are completely free. You don't have to pay anything for them. The next lifestyle factor, the next lifestyle aspect we want to take care of is our exercise, our mobility. There's different types of exercise that we can do and should do to make sure our joints, and especially the joints of our spine, stay healthy. Low impact cardio, improve circulation, can strengthen the muscles too, but I really like it for increasing circulation throughout the body. Mobility exercises. So mobility is a little different than flexibility. With mobility, you're controlling the joint range of motion through its maximum range of motion. So it's not just holding a stretch for a period of time, which is important as well. But I like mobility because it helps to maintain strength and flexibility at the same time through that range of motion. And strength training is so important because that load that we get on our joints and our spine and our discs also helps to increase circulation in the joints, and also obviously helps strengthen the muscle. So I got another guide for you. Again, you can have it, no problem. It's the ideal exercise prescription for a healthy 100 years. Type in MOVE. I won't make you type in strength. Just type in MOVE, MOVE, and I will get that to you. Make sure that you get that. What's another lifestyle fact? And I'll lump these together. Your stress and your sleep. We hear it a lot, or at least I think you do, is the stress, meditation or relaxation techniques, breathing. So many times we just hold our breath and we don't even realize we're doing that. And we want to bring awareness to the breath in times of not just when you're stressed, but outside of these stressful times, because that will help oxygen flow throughout the body. And when we are focused on our breath and breathing light and slow and deep into our diaphragm and not breathing through our chest, that's when we're in a relaxed state. And we want to practice that when we're not stressed. So then we're training ourselves in times of stress to automatically go in that way. It's simple, consistent methods like this that help you in times where, all right, we just need to clear the mind, okay, focus the mind. All right, so just light, slow, and deep breathing. When you breathe, you shouldn't see it. It should be that light, it should be slow in the diaphragm, not the chest. So that's a great relaxation or stress relieving method that we can do for our lifestyle. So sleep is where our body gets to repair itself, from the brain to the spine to the cartilage, bones. That's where we repair our injuries in the stress that we've been placing on it physically, chemically, emotionally during our day. So if you're not getting good quality or quantity sleep, then your body is not going to repair. Your joints are not going to have the chance to repair. So I got a sleep guide, a sleep checklist, actually, just where you can check off various aspects to make sure that you're getting the right quality and quantity of sleep. Guess what you got to do? Just type in sleep in the comments. And why am I doing all these different guides rather than just one? Well, you might be at a different phase than somebody else. Somebody might need more help with their nutrition, whereas you might need more help with your sleep, whereas your husband or spouse or wife or whoever might need more help with their movement, with their exercise. So that's why I wanted to make sure you can have all these. All right, so another lifestyle factor, and this is one of my specialties, obviously, because this is a back talk, is about improving your back pain, spinal health, strengthening your spine. And a big part of that is making sure your spinal posture is strong, that your spinal positioning, the body mechanics, and how you move. Because how your posture is, whether we're standing up, sitting down, bending, lifting, lunging or sleep, even our sleep posture, that is going to lead to, especially if it's in an unhealthy way, lead to stress and misalignments in your spine, increasing more stress. So think about your spine, your joints, like the tires on a car. If the alignment is off in a car, right, then it's going to pull to one side. That misalignment, that poor alignment, is going to cause more wear and tear and on those tires and increase the progression of that wear and tear. But with good alignment, with proper alignment, that stress is off the tires and it's nice and even. So that's where we want to distribute the load evenly. That's why great spinal posture is so important. And guess what? If you want the spinal hygiene mini class, it goes over these 4 aspects of the Eaton method, EATN: exercise, adjust your lifestyle, traction, and then nutrition. Go ahead, type in spine and I'll make sure that you get that. Because the connection, between the poor posture and osteoarthritis is so prevalent, especially when we're talking about the low back and hips. So we want to make sure we identify and address that. Now, a good question that I get asked a lot is, can we reverse arthritis? Can we, increase the cartilage? Can we rebuild the cartilage? Because oftentimes we've been told, and I don't want to say I guarantee it, but I'm confident that you've been told and think there's nothing that you can do about it. Well, I can say for sure this: if you keep doing the same thing, the same lifestyle, or having the same lifestyle with your diet, nutrition, exercise, your posture and body mechanics, your sleep, the stress building up mentally, if you keep having those same things that caused it in the first place, then it's not going to get better. You can't reverse it. But if you use these things in the guides and the checklists that I've made available to you, then you can improve it. It might not 100% go completely away, but you can improve it. You can improve those things. So it's not about just your genetics or because your family had it, your parents had it or have it. It's not because you're getting older. Hopefully we dispelled that misconception today. So having a holistic approach of your food, your fitness, your mindset, your sleep, your posture and function and body mechanics, that can help you be your own guarantee for your arthritis, and then help prevent, help to avoid, help to slow down and even reverse the effects and reverse that breakdown of that arthritis and the arthritis in the joints. So hope you enjoyed that, and definitely comment below if you want one of those guides, or if you want all of them, type in all and I'll make sure I'll try to send you all of those. Not try to, I will. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss an episode.